LLC. Hope y'all having a blessed and wonderful day. Day is hump day. We're halfway through the week. We're almost there, y'all. Hope y'all having a blessed day. Hope you're, enjoying beautiful weather and out here on the West Coast. Those of you who may be tuning in from out here, hope you're able to get some vitamin D. To my friends and family in Florida, please, y'all be safe. I see that there's a hurricane coming there. I think this says a category 3. So y'all, please be safe. Evacuate, take the necessary precautions, keep yourself safe. Do not stay in your homes. Do not be a hero. Talking about you're gonna ride this storm out. Do not do that. Please, please, by all means. Evacuate to higher ground or somewhere safe and just take care of yourselves and your family. And I hope everything will work out. I've survived the hurricane. It was the worst hurricane in U.S. history until Katrina took its title, and that was Hurricane Andrew. So I know about these tropical storms and these hurricanes. I survived them. So y'all be safe. Just be safe. And I pray to Allah's blessings, and He will keep His arms of safety around y'all. So, in the likelihood that you're having one of those days, because we all do, always remember this. Tough times don't last, tough people do. Keep your hope, trust, and faith in Allah God. He will see you through. I could definitely bear witness to that. So, on yesterday, the state of Missouri executed Marcellus Williams. Marcellus Williams was 55 years old. He was convicted. He was convicted of the 1998 um, murder of Leisha Gale. She was stabbed to death during a burglary in her home in suburban St. Louis. This was back in 1998. Williams was put to death despite questions his attorneys raised over jury selection at his trial and the handling of evidence in the case. His clemency petition focused heavily on how Gale's relatives wanted Williams' sentence commuted to life without the possibility of parole. The family defines closure as Marcellus being allowed to live. The petition stated, Marcellus' execution is not necessary. This is from Miss Gale's family. And I'm reading this from AP on AP News website. So he was convicted of breaking into Gale's home and repeatedly stabbing her, and this was over the objections of the victim's family and the prosecutor. The victim's family and the prosecutor objected to this execution and wanted his death sentence commuted to life in prison. Williams' son and two attorneys watched from another room as the state of Missouri executed Mr. Williams. The Department of Corrections released a brief statement that Williams had written ahead of time saying, all praise be to Allah in every situation. Republican Missouri Governor Mike Parsons said he hoped the execution brings finality to a case that languished for decades, re-victimizing Miss Gale's family over and over again. No juror nor judge has ever found Williams' innocence claim to be credible, Parsons said in a statement. The NAACP had been among those urging Parson to cancel the execution. Tonight, Missouri lynched another innocent black man, NAACP President Derrick Johnson said in a statement. It was the third time Williams faced execution. He got reprieves in 2015 and 2017, but his last efforts this time were futile. Parson and the state Supreme Court rejected his appeals in quick succession Monday, and the U.S. Supreme Court declined to intervene hours before he was put to death. Last month, Gale's relatives gave their blessings to an agreement between the St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney's Office and Williams attorneys to commute the sentence to life in prison. But acting on an appeal from Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey's office, the state Supreme Court nullified the agreement. Um, says here about the victim. Gail, 42, was a social worker and former St. Louis Post Dispatch reporter. Prosecutors at Williams trial said he broke into her home on August 11th, 1998, heard the shower running, and found a large butcher knife. Gail was stabbed 43 times when she came downstairs. Her purse and her husband's laptop were stolen. Authorities said Williams stole a jacket to conceal blood on his shirt. His girlfriend asked him why he would wear a jacket on a hot day. She said she later saw the purse and laptop in his car and that Williams sold the computer a day or two later. Prosecutors also cited testimony from Henry Cole, who shared a cell with Williams in 1999 while Williams was jailed on unrelated charges. Cole told prosecutors that Williams confessed to the killing and provided details about it. Williams' attorneys responded that the girlfriend and Cole were both convicted of felonies and wanted $10,000 reward. They said the fingerprints and bloody shoe print, hair, and other evidence at the crime scene didn't match Williams. I'm gonna read that that paragraph again. Williams' attorneys responded that the girlfriend and Cole were both convicted of felonies and wanted a $10,000 reward. They said that fingerprints. Oh shoot! Hold on. Okay, well, I lost my spot there. Damn it! I hate it when that happens. Hit that thumbs up button. Smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications on whenever I do videos on here. Okay. Williams' attorneys responded that the girlfriend and Cole were both convicted of felonies and wanted a $10,000 reward. They said that fingerprints, a bloody shoe print, hair, and other evidence at the crime scene didn't match Williams. A crime investigator had testified the killer wore gloves. Questions about DNA evidence also led St. Louis prosecuting attorney Wesley Bell to request a hearing challenging Williams' guilt. But days before the August 21st hearing, new testing showed that DNA on the knife belonged to members of the prosecutor's office who handled it without gloves after, after the original crime lab test. Wow. So the evidence did not match Mr. Williams's. It did not match him. But yet and still, they put this man to death. Well, I'm gonna read this last part here. Without DNA evidence pointing to any alternative suspect, Midwest Innocence Project attorneys reached a compromise with the prosecutor's office. Williams would enter a new no contest plea to first degree murder in exchange for a new sentence of life in prison without parole. A no contest plea isn't an admission of guilt, but is treated as such for the purpose of sentencing. Judge Bruce Hilton signed off, as did Gale's family, but Bailey appealed and the state Supreme Court blocked the agreement and ordered Hilton to proceed with the evidentiary hearing, which took place last month. So they worked triple overtime to execute this black man, despite what the judge signed off on him doing life in prison without the possibility of parole. The family of Miss Gale signed off on it too. But this damn um just saw it here. Yeah, but the state prosecutor, it's like they was like, man, just we got to kill this nigga by any means necessary. Okay, there's no evidence that he was there, fingerprints, whatever, but he's pleading not no contest, meaning he's not admitting guilt. He's not admitting guilt. Let make that perfectly clear. Mr. Williams did not admit guilt. He pled no contest. Did not admit guilt. He said, you know what? I just do life in prison without the possibility of parole. The family of Ms. Gill said, okay, we're good with that. The judge signed off on it. Um, just crazy. Just this makes me sick to my stomach. I know, sister. It really it's not surprising, and I hate to say that, but it's infuriating. It makes me sick too. Um, it's just, and yeah, Missouri is a racist ass state. I agree. May the ancestors take care of Mr. Williams. He was an innocent man. Yes, definitely. May Allah be pleased with him. May Allah bestow his peace and consolation upon his family, and may his judgment fall on this nation, not just Missouri, but on this nation, because this was flat out injustice. What did the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan say years ago? Justice or else? Well, guess what? We're at the or else part. Just flat out, just flat out wrong. But Bailey appealed and the state Supreme Court. So the state Supreme Court, they just was hell bent. They were hell, they were just so wanted to kill this black man. We gotta kill this nigger. We gotta kill him. We gotta take him out. It's my God, my God. I feel for his family. His son, I saw before I did this video. His son did a video. It's on X where he said his father was at peace with his death. He didn't try to fight it. He didn't beg. He didn't cry. Didn't shed any tears. He just went gracefully. He said his message was, um, "Don't go out here and riot. Don't go out here trying to harm the police or kill them. Just fight for legislation to be passed. Elect more of us, our people, on these as far as judges, as far as prosecutors." That was his father's message. His father's message was, fathers, hug your sons and daughters, spend quality time with them, because we're not promised tomorrow. So make the most of the time that you have here on earth. That was his son's message. The part where I kind of respectfully disagree. We people don't realize that this country, these United States, was founded on violence. It wasn't founded peacefully. There was a damn war. The Revolutionary War was not a peaceful incident. People died. They got their heads blown off because they wanted their rights. The colonists wanted their right to practice their religion, to be free of taxation without representation. They wanted their rights. Why should it be any different for us? We want our rights, and by any means we should get it. We've marched, we've prayed, we've protested, we got on our knees and held up our hands and said, stop, don't shoot, or please don't shoot. Remember we did that 4 years ago? We did all this. We've integrated into mainstream white society. We marched to do that. to get laws changed, to get Jim Crow legislation, Jim Crow laws struck from the law books. But what has it gotten us? Where an innocent black man is put to death. Many of our people, brothers and sisters, are being murdered by the police. Brothers, sisters, and our children are being slaughtered unjustly. We've done it the right way. We've been peaceful. Lord knows we've been peaceful. No other people on this planet has been peaceful than black people in the face of tyranny, marching, praying, protesting, boycotting, this and that. Name me one group of people who've done this while the people have been hung from trees, castrated, uh, babies used as alligator bait. Yes, that actually happened. You can look that up. Babies being ripped from their mother's womb and their head stomped on. Our women being raped. We've been maimed. Everything you could think of. And yet, we want to integrate. We wanted to integrate with our enemy. We wanted to pray for them, march, protest, pray. MPP, march, protest, pray. Hands up, don't shoot. And we're still getting slaughtered. Still getting slaughtered. And yeah, I mentioned that the victim's family didn't want him executed. No, they said we're good with him spending his dying days in prison. Don't kill the man. We're good with him staying in prison. That's what the victim's family said. The judge signed off on it, but the Missouri State Supreme Court, they wasn't satisfied. No, no, no. We got to kill this nigger. Missouri is the Midwest, but it's very much like the South. As a matter of fact, the Midwest is worse than the South. By the Midwest, I mean the northern states: Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, um, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Missouri, Pennsylvania, New York, the New England states, even though those are not Midwest, but those are northern states. That's right, New Jersey. All those Midwest and East Coast states, the northern states, they're worse than the South. I could bear witness to it because I was born and raised in Michigan, in the city of Detroit. So I know what I'm speaking of. Those of us who lived in the North, the Midwest, or the East Coast, am I right or am I absolutely right? Can y'all speak to this? Can y'all speak to what I'm saying? Those of us who are older. So when people say, well, the South is racist. Yeah, okay, it is. But the North is more the North is just more sinister. It's more sinister in the North. Even out here on the West Coast, in California, yes, it's racist out here on the West Coast. California, Oregon, Washington State, Arizona, Nevada. That's right. The West Coast. It's racist as all get out here. I've witnessed it too. Just because, and it kills me because people think that liberal white people are some good white folks. Them some good white folks. Mr. Charlie, he vote Democrat. He voted for Obama and Joe Biden, and he voted for Kamala Harris. Them some good white folk. Them some good white people there. They don't mean us no harm. Them some good white folk. Yeah, they some good white folk. They smile in your face, put their arms around you, and meanwhile, they're writing legislation to kill your black ass or to lock you up unjustly. But they some good white folks. The devil is the devil, whether it's in the South, the West Coast, the East Coast, or the Midwest. The devil is the devil. the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, said decades ago, he never differentiated where the devil's from. The devil's the devil. Brother Malcolm told us decades ago, white liberals are worse. You can see the wolf coming. That's the Republicans. You can see the wolf coming, but the fox is in the woods, and he got a smile on his face, and he's cunning, and that's the white liberals, the Democrats. And as far as I know, is Missouri a Democratic state? I'm not sure. I know they had a Republican governor, but I guess Missouri is considered a flyover state. It's in the Midwest, but it's just sad. It's just sad. Um, Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit the subscribe button so I get notifications or when I do videos on here. Missouri is mostly Republican. Thank you, brother. Illinois is to Mississippi to the Midwest. Yeah, it's funny you say that because once you cross over from Missouri, excuse me, from Illinois into Iowa or Iowa into Illinois, you gotta go across the Mississippi River. That's right. The Mississippi River, the mighty Mississippi, separates Iowa and Illinois. Yep. Missouri is mostly in parts of St. Louis and Kansas City were sundown towns. Oh yeah, I could believe it. I could definitely believe it. Oh, Kansas City. Oh my God. Ooh. Yeah, that's another place. That's oh my God. Kansas City's pretty bad. Heard stories about Kansas City. But yeah, so innocent black man is dead, executed in the state of Missouri. Michael Brown, we know from in Ferguson 10 years ago, which caused the uproar across the country. There in Ferguson and around the country. Mike Brown, um, brother Williams here, Marcellus Williams. Just sad. I heard people call Missouri misery. Misery. Yeah, it is. It's place of misery. Misery. Missouri misery. St. Louis misery. Kansas City misery. Joplin misery. Jefferson City misery. That's the capital of Missouri, but we calling it misery because it's a miserable place for black folks. Y'all should hear what Dick Gregory said about St. Louis. He's actually was from there too, but he didn't have any good things to say about St. Louis, and that's his birthplace. I just hate that this happened to his brother. I'm glad that he was at peace with his death. Allah was able to give him that peace. He was able to find comfort in Allah in the face of death and when he made his transition. So may Allah be pleased with brother Marcellus Williams. May he be pleased with him. Bestow his comfort and console his family. Wow. But like I said, should we be surprised? Should we be surprised? Also, I saw on social media people coming for Trump. Well, Trump appointed the Supreme Court justices and yada yada yada, and they didn't do nothing to stop the execution. Marcellus Williams didn't commit a federal crime. The crime that he was accused of committing was not a federal crime. It was a state. It was in committed there in St. Louis, and it was up to the state government to pardon him. not the federal government, but the Missouri state government. Now, Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, in particular, they could have, they could have, or should have told the Department of Justice to look into this case and to put pressure on the state of Missouri to commute this man's sentence. They could have done that. They could have done it. That's right. Only the president can intervene with federal cases. But they want to blame Trump because he appointed the Supreme Court justices, and they mad at the Supreme Court for not overturning it. Again, it's the state of Missouri. It's not a federal. What Mr. Williams was accused of committing was not a federal offense. It was committed in the confines of the state of Missouri. People need to read a fucking book. Excuse me for saying that. They need to go to the library, study, because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Now, the president can request the Department of Justice, the DOJ, the great old DOJ, to look into this case, to investigate, and put pressure on the state of Missouri. They can't make them or force them, but just put pressure on them. Say, hey, this isn't, you know, this isn't right. The president could put pressure, could urge the DOJ, could instruct the Department of Justice to look into this case, but they didn't. Neither Trump nor Harris or Biden spoke out about this case that I'm aware of. I'm going to repeat that again. Neither Trump or Kamala Harris or Biden, our sitting president, spoke out about this injustice. I wonder why. More so Kamala Harris. She want to get the black vote. She want to talk about injustice, but yet you won't say anything about this case. And Trump is going to get this smoke too, because they both want law and order. Trump wants to give immunity to the cops, to give them a license to illegally search and seize citizens, which is a violation of the Fourth Amendment. And Kamala Harris is pro prison. She's pro the prison industrial complex. The lady locked up thousands of black men and women out here in California. So why wouldn't she be? So both of them are both law and order when it comes to us. Yeah, she's supposed to be blackety black. No, she's fakety fake. That's what she is. Yeah, she's supposed to be blackety black. But that chick is fakety fake. She's faker than a $2 bill. Fake is all get out. No, I can't stand her either, sister. I can't stand her either. That laugh, her voice. Oh, it gets on my nerves. Oh, the hyena laugh. That's right. Judge Joe Brown called her the laughing hyena. He called her Mrs. Imhoff. That's her husband's name, Imhoff. Doug Imhoff. But yeah, they don't, and this is what I'm saying. They don't want to speak to things. All they want to talk about is our women's rights to abort their babies. All they want to talk about is giving more money to support Israel. Israel killing babies, killing unborn babies. Ukraine. Nothing about the economy. We had inflation that is at a record high. Economists are keep warning that we're headed for a recession, but let's fight for the right for women to have the right to abort their unborn babies. And let's give money to Israel to kill, to murder innocent men, women, and children in Palestine. Oh, and let's give money to Ukraine in their war against Russia. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There's what's her name? Oh my God. A congresswoman from St. Louis. No, she's from Dallas, but I think she's from St. Louis. So, but the NAACP was weak on this, as usual. The Congressional Black Caucus was weak on this, as usual, because had this been a transgender, roll with me with this one, y'all. If Marcellus Williams had been a transgender man, he would not have been executed. Am I right or am I absolutely right? If Marcellus Williams had been a transgender, a transformer, whatever you want to call it, they would not have executed that man because the LGBTQ plus IA community would have been up in arms. They would have raised hell. They would have raised hell. But being that it's a nigger, a black man, oh, business as usual, kill him. But the family don't want him executed. The judge signed off on him, uh, pleading no contest, not admitting guilt, but just agreeing to him spending his life in prison without the possibility of parole. The family's okay with it. The judge signed off on it. Nope, nope, we got to kill this nigger. He did it. The nigger did it. But had he been transgender, this would not have gone down. If I'm lying, I'm flying. This is the time we're living in. Many of our so-called black leaders are weak. They're weakening these Negroes. Weakening these Negroes. That's what they are. They don't want to fight for us, but they'll fight for everybody else. They'll fight for the LGBTQ plus IA community. They'll fight for the Jewish community, especially them. They'll fight for illegal immigrants. They'll fight for Ukraine, Israel. But when it comes to black people, we're way down the list. They'll fight for cats and dogs before they fight for us. That's right, I said it. The NAACP, the Congressional Black Caucus, they will fight for cats and dogs before they fight for us. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit the subscribe button so you get notifications on when I do videos on here. They just want to check. That's right. That's right, sister. They just want to check. We got a lot of Judases. What the Cat Williams said at the beginning of the year, I call him the cat in the hat. What did he say? He said 2024 is going to be the year of truth. Damn if he wasn't right. The cat in the hat hit the money, was right on the money with that. This election is revealing a lot of Judases amongst us. A lot of Judases. We see how they coming for Sister Janet Jackson for just asking a question about Kamala Harris and her father. Not insinuating anything, not saying for fact. She just asked a question. I heard this. I heard. She was saying what she heard. Janet Jackson lived. I said this on my video on Monday. She lives a sheltered life. She's not up on the news like we are, but they're coming for her. They coming talking about well, we ought to cancel Janet Jackson. Fuck you. Fuck your cancellation. Only Allah can cancel any of us. I'm gonna repeat that again. Only Allah can cancel any of us. And there's no coming back from that cancellation. Believe that. You know what? I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. Only God could cancel me. Tupac had the song Only God Could Judge Me. I'm gonna have Only God Could Cancel Me. It has been crazy. It's been sad. It's been sad. You got black men turning on black women more than black women turn on other black women. But notice that the men who are doing this are effeminate. They're effeminate. They're not masculine. They have no balls. They're neutered. Neutered Negroes. That's what they are. Neutered Negroes. Yup, I said it. Neutered Negroes. It's crazy out here. I'm gonna hop off of here, y'all. I hope I made my point known on this topic. We have to be safe out here. We can't be trusting of people. Especially we don't have when we don't have trust amongst ourselves. We gotta trust ourselves first. We gotta love our people first. Not saying that we have to hate everybody. No, this isn't about hate. It's about black love. We have to love our people first and foremost. Everybody else love their people first and foremost. Why can't we do the same thing? We have to start with us first. Then, maybe then we can branch out and be we are the world and love everybody. But first and foremost, we have to love our people. Have to love our people. On that note, I'm gonna hop off of here. Y'all take care. Y'all have a blessed day. Be safe. Be safe. Beware and be aware, sisters as well as brothers. Whether you're going to work, coming home from work, dropping your children off at school, picking them up, running errands, whatever the case may be. Please be safe. Beware and be aware. As we see, Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy now more than ever before. So please be safe. Please. I love y'all. Continue to support my podcast, my YouTube channel here. Be greatly appreciated. So please continue to support your brother. I cannot do these without y'all love and support. And I mean that sincerely. In the likelihood that we disagree, and we know we have times that we may disagree, let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. And in our disagreements, let's use logic and respect, not emotion and disrespect. Please, that's all I ask. Share this video, share it, share it, share it. Drop your comments. I would love to see what you think, hear your opinions. Share this video. Share it as many times as possible. Share it. On that note, I'm gonna hop off of here. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. I love y'all. Take care. I'm out. Assalamu alaikum.